Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the late edition of Matters of the Heart on iHeartRadio. I am your host, DB. We're on location, and reason for us doing the late edition on of Matters of the Heart is because we were working on some new updates and shows that we will be breaking out to you in a couple of moments. But right now, let's get this party started, shall we? Thank you. Okay, first things first. I'd like to welcome all my new listeners out there. If this is your first time of Matters of the Heart, welcome and open your mind to a new experience of how a relationship in love is supposed to be. But first things first, I'd like to get some things out of the way. I get asked a lot of questions on this show, and basically a lot, and I answer each and every one. But one of the questions I've been getting lately is about a show called The Bachelor, um, The Bachelorette. My opinion on The Bachelor and Bachelorette, and I also get opinions once again. Can a single father raise teenage daughters? And vice versa, can single mothers raise teenage sons? Ladies and gentlemen, I will get to your questions. I will answer every question in a moment. But first things first. Now, to my new listeners out there who are joining us for the first time, allow me to tell you how I do things here. You ask a question, I'll answer it, whether it's on the air or through email. But always remember, anything you ask of me, I would not. We have one of the most important rules of this show, is that we will not reveal your identity or anyone that asks a question on this show, because here we believe in privacy. Thank you. With that being said, on to the first question. I was asked again, do I believe a single father can raise a teenage daughter? And I'll say this again. Yes, I do. Why? Glad you ask. Because I don't believe there is a such thing as a man or woman's job. I believe there's such a thing called a parent's job. And it's a parent's job to teach the child the right way, to show them the light, show them the way how to strive as successful civilians in life. Whether the child is male or female, it does not matter. What matters is when, as a parent, we all do what is best for our loved ones. Thank you. Now, question two, same thing. Do I believe a female can make a son? Yes, and I know many females who are doing that. I know certain females that have done that. I mean, and there are single females in my own family who have raised boys without a man in their life, and they've done job. So once again, I believe there's no such thing as a man or woman's job. There is a thing as it's called being a parent. Whether the sex of the child does not matter, whether it's a boy or a girl, does not matter. We still have to do our job, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, let's move on to the next question. Now, The Bachelor. It's a lot of people, whoever don't know, if you don't know what The Bachelor is, allow me to explain. It's a reality show where one guy or girl, that The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, they pick like a lot of people comes on the show to find love. And pretty much the last person standing, the winner, found love. supposed to live happy ever after, right? No, wrong. And here's why. Just a lot of things that go on this show is mind-numbingly, I don't know, nuisance or whatever you want to call it, but also my personal experience, I feel that can you find love through reality television? Yes or no. It all depends on who you ask. Myself, would I ever go through that? No, because basically, a lot of people do have a problem with the way they do things to the show, especially when it comes to the fantasy suite. People get jealous and multiple people, yada yada. And this is what my basically opinion on this. Brothers and sisters, if you've seen the show, you know how the show is. And to basically have a problem in the issue because the guy that you're dating, you gotta remember something. You're on a television show. He's not just dating you, he's dating multiple other people. Same thing with the women. She's dating multiple other people, not just you. And you might have a certain problem with this person sleeping with other people. Once again, you gotta understand something. This person is not just in a relationship with you, he's in a relationship with 20 or 30 or other women, or how many women are on the show. And basically, and once again, and I say this like multiple tons of times, if you have a problem with the way the show is being done, do not go on the show. Now, another question I was asked, and we normally do not do this here, but like I said, I have a model. I'll answer every question that comes on this show. And so, and here it goes. I was asked, do I have a problem with the way how this bachelor ended? And I think Peter was right in being honest with her, honest with Hannah B, yada yada, with Madison, blah blah blah. Okay, here's my objective opinion on this. Here's the thing. I have a saying, if you really, truly, truly, truly in love with someone, then you be straight with them right away. In my opinion, is he downplayed the whole thing. He downplayed the relationship with Embiid. He knew what to say to keep these women here. I mean, if he was truly cared about Hannah B, like he said he truly did, then he would have told her sooner than after he gave her the final rose and at his house and blah blah blah. Yeah, then he break that. No, none of that would have never happened. Same thing with Madison. If he truly, truly loved her or cared about her, then he would have thought of her feelings and he would have never slept with any of those women, which, if he did or not, 9 out of 10 he probably did, would have never done that. Then she would have been got the rose and none of this, and she would have been sent home. None of the, see, try to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these shows, 9 out of 10, a lot of them pretty much end the same way. You get the rose, you think you're going to be living happily ever after with the person you love that picked you or you pick them, and then next thing you know, it comes to find out that 9 out of 10, it was all a lie. This is one of the downsides of when you do a show like this. People know what to say to keep you here. People know what to do to keep you here, but they don't want you to leave. Why? Sometimes some people don't mean what they say, or they don't understand the power of their words. However you want to look at it. But my voice, my opinion, if you're truly going to be in a relationship with someone, be upfront with them. Do not string them along for God knows how long, and then after the cameras are gone and yada yada blah blah blah, then you spring this on them. You steal back the engagement that you gave her. No, Hannah B didn't deserve that. Hell, to be honest with you, I have nothing against Madison. Madison don't really deserve that either. But it's not, Madison was not really the problem. It was him. He knew what to say to keep them here. He knew what to do. He knew what to say. And basically, to be quite honest with you, he was trying to have his cake and eat it too. That's where the issue was. When you're in a relationship with someone, you cannot do that. Be honest, be upfront. If it doesn't go the way you want, then so be it. But at least you're honest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, a lot of things go on in our lives, and some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are heartbreaking, or maybe however you look at it. But a lot of good can come out of the tributes that you go through in your life. Like for instance, when you break up with someone, you might think it's sad, the hardest thing you ever had to go through. And then you realize that maybe the one you're supposed to be with could be staring at you right at your face. Just in case some of you who might not know what I'm talking about, allow me to elaborate, allow me to explain. You see, you're talking to one of your friends, right? You having a hard time doing the breakup. You're talking to one of your friends, and then and you've been talking for a while, and you see a little connection there. I mean, that's what I said. You never know. You never know. Maybe the one for you might be right in front of your face. You have to lose one thing to gain another. You hear me? And also on the flip side of that, and I've said this, God knows how many times on this show. Okay, first of all, and this is important, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is fixable if you're willing to do the work. Let me repeat it. Everything is fixable as long as you're willing to do the work to try to make it work. I mean, if you have a per girl or a guy, whatever sex you are, and if they treated you like a queen or a king, and they gave you love, whatever, always there for you, but you had to break up with a person because either you think they're not listening to you, or other people influences, or whatever, however the situation happened. Okay, try to understand something. If they treated you like a queen, king or a queen, if they never physically abused you, if they never verbally abused you, if they never called you out your name, disrespect you, drag you by your hair, talk down to you, whatever the case may be, if they haven't done any of those things to you, and if you want to rekindle it, why not? I mean, hell, I mean, look, like I said, nobody's perfect. Like I said, people make mistakes all the time. Nobody's perfect. If you feel that you want to rekindle it, why not? Don't let anyone stand in your way of trying to fix something you really want. If they're really your friends, if they're really your family, then they would want you to be happy with whoever you're with. As long as they respect you, treat you right, don't physically hurt you, don't physically harm you, and so what? They don't have to like that. They don't have to like the person that you with. But as long as the person that you with respects you, treats you good, not put their hands on you, treat you like a queen or a king, then none of that should matter. If they really love you or care about you, they would want you to be happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And like I've always said, blood don't make family. Family are people who are there for you when you need them, who love you, who stand by you where we problems, who is willing to help you no matter what it is. That's family. Always remember this, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to be blood to be family. And as our time is winding down, I would like to thank everybody who's with us tonight, this late night. And always remember, you can catch Matters of the Heart at 5 o'clock on the DBN network, right after Wrestle Talk Radio. Until our time again, thanks everybody. See you soon.